Today we talk about a man who headbutted his mother and assaulted her with pork chop. This is People Am Stupid. Hello, my name is Andrew Parker, aka Abraca Andrew, aka Waffello, aka Spider-Man, and welcome to People Am Stupid, the show where I talk about stupid people doing stupid things. As always, I'm going to start by announcing the winner of the stupid competition from last week. Last week we had the hitman text sent to the ex-boss, the guy who mailed himself meth, and the man who forgot about the $100,000 in his TV. With a vote of 5 to 4 to 3, the hitman text sent to the ex-boss is the winner. Congrats on being King Moron of the Week. Now back to this week's episode. Our first story is about an 8th grade teacher who got suspended after giving students instructions on how to cook and inject meth. People am stupid. Now I know what you're thinking, this has to be Florida, but it's not. Sorry, Canada. You have to take responsibility for this one. So this 8th grade teacher from Erin Mills Middle School in Ontario provided an assignment that, according to this article, involved creating a skit about a television show using emotions. But the teacher suggested cooking crystal meth after some students struggled to come up with an idea. The teacher told them to act scared while cooking the meth and to act happy while injecting it. Oh my gosh. Really? Did this teacher seriously think that not a single parent would have a problem with this? Also, if you're just trying to create a skit to portray emotions, you couldn't come up with a more school-friendly way of portraying the simple emotions of scared and happy? Now, I'm an actor, okay? I've had my fair share of actors, plays, theater camps, classes, and workshops. Therefore, I've been exposed and participated in some very strange theater activities. I've been in a class where we took turns walking different ways in a straight line for 2 hours, where we all had to lay on the floor and imagine that we were crawling through a dark cave, where we all had to stand in a circle and just take turns screaming at each other, where we all had to act like a different animal, crawl around on the floor, and interact with each other as that animal, and where me and a partner had to stand facing each other, and while slowly dropping to the floor, we had to scream at the top of our lungs, America the Beautiful. America, America, God shed His grace on thee. It was weird, but I think having kids learn how to cook and inject meth in 8th grade takes the cake. In our next story, a man headbutted his mother and assaulted her with pork chops. People am stupid. This was in Athens, Georgia, and this man, after learning that his mother didn't pick him up cigarettes from the store, he picked up the pork chop that he was currently eating for dinner and threw it at his mama. But wait, there's more. Not satisfied that he had made his point with his airborne entree, he proceeded to stand up, walk over to where his mother was standing, and headbutt the woman. What is wrong with this dude? This is a man who lives with his mother, eats her food, and is so dependent on her that he expects her to purchase his tobacco for him. You wanna go suck on cancer sticks? Go buy them yourself, you big baby. I mean, wanting cigarettes is stupid enough. Why would you wanna buy death sticks?
You want to buy some death sticks?
You don't want to sell me death sticks.
I don't want to sell you death sticks.
You want to go home and rethink your life.
I want to go home and rethink my life.
Okay, I just wanted to mention this story really fast. It's not gonna be a long segment and it's not gonna be in the poll at the end, but I just read the title of this and I thought it was so funny I wanted to read it to y'all. So here we go. Man named Bernard punches blind relative that called him Bernard. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it again. One more time. Man named Bernard punches blind relative that called him Bernard. Okay, just wanted to read it. Moving on. Our last story this week is about a man. Our last story this week this week involves a man. Our last story this week is about a man found What is... Our last story this week is about a man found naked hanging upside down in a Mississippi tree. People am stupid. According to this article, Union County Sheriff Jimmy Edwards said Shane Treadaway was sent to a Tupelo hospital Tuesday night. Authorities found him hanging upside down from a tree on County Road 253 in Blue Springs, Mississippi. Now, when I introduced this story, I read the title of the article to you and it said, found in a Mississippi tree. Why is Mississippi describing tree? Almost every other news source I've ever read, and to be honest, that's a lot, ladies and germs, to become the well-informed, urbane, perceptive YouTube host you see before you today. Ha ha ha. Anywho, other news sources would not have said Mississippi tree, but Mississippi man to indicate that the story took place in Mississippi. It makes you think that Mississippi is the kind of tree. Man found hanging naked upside down in oak tree, or weeping willow tree, or the giving tree, or money doesn't grow on tree, or whatever. But there is a video of the man who found the naked guy and an officer involved in the case, so let's watch it.
I was out walking my dog, just came home, and a lady comes running down my brother's drive, and I was thinking my brother was in trouble, so I go out there to help, and after about 3 minutes in the woods, I see this man hanging upside down in a tree, butt naked.
Okay, so we have to ignore the first half of what he said about the woman and his brother and his dog. That doesn't really have anything to do with the story, but he spent 3 minutes in the woods and found the guy butt naked. I don't know, I just find the way that he said those words amusing.
Butt naked.
And now one of the officers gives us his account.
We had to cut some trees out of the way, set a ladder up, do some rope rescue rigging, secure the patient.
Wait. Patient? Why are you referring to him as a patient? He's not at the doctor's office. He doesn't have a cold. He doesn't need a shot. I understand after this he might need to be a patient at a mental institution, but still. He's naked and hanging in a tree. Refer to him as he really is. Yeah, we had to do some rescue rope rigging to secure the naked idiot. My favorite sentence in the article is the last one. It says, Union County Sheriff's Office is investigating how Treadaway got stuck in a tree, but officials said he was looking for his dog. Excuse me? Earlier the article tells us that he was naked with a cable around him. There's a fly. Sorry, I don't like flies. Okay, so a man who, as one of the residents there that found him described it, was butt naked in a tree for 4 hours. And this is the only explanation the article gives us. And the two major obvious reason I'm reading this article questions are why hanging upside down and why naked? The last question wasn't even addressed. They didn't even act like it might have crossed their minds, like, oh, maybe people reading this will want to know, maybe it'll be an interest to our readers, why this guy was butt naked.
Butt naked.
It's like it's understood. Well, sure, everyone knows that when you're going into the woods with an unknown variety of cable to climb a tree to look for your lost dog, it's always best to first remove every single solitary shred of clothing. Anywho, that is it for this week. Which of these stories did you think was stupidest? Was it the drama meth teacher, the pork chop assaulter, or the naked man in the tree? Comment down below and tell me, and or click or tap the icon in the top right. There you can vote for which of these stories you thought was stupidest. But until next time, don't be stupid.